Hey, what's up, everybody? This is a new little bear I got from the thrift. I got my chai tea right here, and I got my notes. I got my notes for today. Okay, so here we go. I've been taking notes, and I want to share some notes with you. Remember, this is where I write my songs and stuff. Hold on. This is so cold, and this is so pretty. Look at this cup. Is that not beautiful? All right. Okay. Let's go. Dark chocolate Milano. So good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about confidence. Staying in your vibe. It's important to stay in your own vibe because as a human, you're going to interact with so many different people. You're going to come across so many different things that it's important to stay within your vibe. I create my own vibe every day. I do this through my fashion. I do this through everything. Another note that I put underneath this was we are all human, we are all valid, which means that we're all human and we're all valid. No shit. We're all human and we're all valid, and of course we're all important and we all feel and are entitled to feel how we feel. But the thing about it is that you cannot be focusing on other people's vibes. Like, you have to be in your own vibe. You have to live in your own world, because that's what this world has become. Like, we have to literally live in our own world, in our own vibe, because there's so many bad vibes around. There's so many different vibes that you really have to be within yourself, you know? There's a difference between being confident and conceited and egotistic. But people will tell you, oh, you're overconfident, you're egotistic. When in reality, you just give a fuck about yourself enough not to give a fuck about what these people are telling you. It's important to not give a fuck what other people are saying, because what they're saying is irrelevant. How are you not going to love yourself? How are you not going to be your number one fan? That's what I always think. Like, you got to be your number one fan. And these other people, I don't know. Like, they must not be a fan of themselves because they're acting so shitty, you know? It's okay to be confident in your own vibe. People who are insecure will try to pull you out of that, make you feel isolated. But there's nothing wrong with being isolated in your own vibe, because it means that God made you special. The angels made you special. You know, this universe somehow constructed you enough to be an individual. So you can't be shameful. You can't be hateful of yourself, you know? One of the important things I wrote down was, another person's insecurity is not your inferiority. How do you say that? I don't know. But another person's insecurity is not make you less. It doesn't make you any less special. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make you any less special, honestly. Another thing I put, you don't get pats on the back for knowing a Starbucks recipe. You know, I see bitches that try to be cool by being in on the latest Starbucks order or food or this or that. I don't know why that annoys me so much. Like, it doesn't make you special to fucking know something so simple. Give me a talent. Be a writer. Create something special. Create clothing. Create jewelry. Create music. Do something that's creative. You don't get a pat on the back for knowing something that someone else created. I don't like seeing people run off the backs of what other people have created. You don't get a pat on the back for that. These are random notes. Front car snaps need to be stopped. Where I get on Snapchat and I see people posting them in a car, and they're in this car and they post the front view of them looking, from the driver's seat, and all you see is them posting the entire song and the road. Like, what do you get out of that? Like, what are you getting out of that? Like, we see you're in your car, we see that you're going somewhere and you're listening to a song. I don't understand that vibe. Be a little more confident, have a little more confidence. What is going on? Like, I see this is no personal offense to anybody. I see this over and over and over and over. Also, just boring snaps. Like, your food isn't interesting unless you cooked it. The wall in your apartment is not interesting, unless it's my wall, because there's a lot of interesting things. There's just so many uninteresting things online. I'm like, this is ridiculous, guys. What are we doing? Wearing shades inside is powerful because, bitch, you will not look at me. You will not look at me. You will have to, and I like the shades where they reflect back. So if someone's trying to stare at you, they don't know if you're staring at them, but when they look into your shades, all they see is a reflection of themselves. And there's something powerful about that. It does something to bitches' psyche to have to look back at themselves. Like, people, I'll be walking in the store, and tell me why they'll be like, like older people, they'll be like, you know what I mean? If I look like this, I understand. Most times I'm in a kind of a flashy outfit, you know what I mean? Say hello, say thank you. Not thank you, say, I like your outfit. Say something along those lines. Don't just, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't just come at me, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't just be looking at me like that, because you will have to look back at yourself. And no, you're not going to see, when you take away the ability to look in your eyes, you really scare people. Like, you really fucking scare the people and make them nervous. Good. Because don't be looking at me unless you want to speak to me and say hello to me. Stop fucking looking at me. Everything is a moment. Everything is should be a vibe. Create a special meaning out of everything in life, because every moment is important. Every moment should be valued, and everything should mean something. People wake up and they go day to day just so bitter and mad, but it's because you have the same. It's okay to have a routine, but if you're not having, within your routine, ritualistic things that are beautiful, like in the morning, wake up, have your tea, light a candle, set up something beautiful. If you're not, when you go to buy food, you're not really taking the time to enjoy things and making a moment. Put your headphones on, listen to music, shop for food. Go off the vibes, go off the energy. People aren't going off of their vibes and their energy enough. Everybody's just like copy and paste. And the thing is, what works for someone else is not going to work for you. All of this copy and paste bullshit that we do is so ridiculous. Like, we need to get into the vibe of creating something special. You know what I mean? So the thing, like, all of these things are so important. And I guess because I'm single and I'm by myself and I've had so much time to, like, be by myself, that I've been able to, like, really create the reality for myself that I wish to see. And that's creating moments, creating vibes. Like, I was just chilling a while ago and I was like, okay, let's just get ready let's film a video. And what did I do? I found these things like that I create bracelets with. And I was like, let me just put them on my eyes. Let me just put this on my eyes. Let me get myself some chai tea. Let me get myself together and have, some nice tea. And let's do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, so basically, let's go over today's lesson. It's all over the place. I'll get better at this video stuff. I will, I promise. Stay in your vibe. We are all human. But that doesn't mean you have to fucking focus on what another human's thinking of. Confidence is okay. If someone says you're overconfident and you love yourself too much, well, fuck them, because who else is going to love you more than you? Another person's insecurity is not your inferiority. And you don't get pats on the back for doing things, you know, like posting a Starbucks recipe, or you know, sharing a vibe that is someone else's. You don't get pats on the back for trying to run off the backs, create things for yourself and for the world. Wearing shades inside is powerful because you know, people, fuck them, you know, they don't need to be looking into your eyes. You know, scare them a little bit, make them lose that fucking sense of what's going on. Every moment's a vibe, everything's important. Remember that. That is so important. So yeah, pretty much that's the vibe today. That's what's going on. This is my little teddy right here. I really don't know what else to say. So yeah, that's about it for today. And have a great one, and goodbye.